The ripple effect. Jordan was the kind of guy who minded his own business. He wasn't mean, but he also wasn't the type to get involved in other people's problems. He had his own life to live, his own struggles to deal with. One evening, as he walked through his apartment complex, he saw his neighbor, Mr. Lee, an elderly man who lived alone, struggling to carry his groceries up the stairs. Jordan hesitated. He could help, but it wasn't his problem. Mr. Lee always managed somehow. So Jordan kept walking. A few days later, he overheard the building manager talking to someone in the hallway. Mr. Lee took a bad fall. No one was there to help him. He broke his hip. Jordan felt a pang of guilt, but he shook it off. It wasn't his responsibility. The next week, Jordan's co-worker, Emily, seemed unusually quiet. Normally, she was upbeat and talkative, but today she barely spoke a word. During lunch, she sat alone, staring at her phone. "You okay?" he asked, mostly out of obligation. She forced a smile. "Just dealing with some stuff." "It's fine." Jordan nodded and left it at that. Everyone had problems. It wasn't his place to get involved. The following morning, Emily didn't show up for work. By noon, their boss gathered the team and delivered the news. Emily had attempted to take her own life the night before. She had been struggling for months and no one had noticed. Or maybe they had. But no one cared enough to ask. A lump formed in Jordan's throat. He had seen her pain and he had done nothing. That night, as he walked home, his phone rang. It was his mother. "Jordan, your sister was in an accident. It's bad." His heart stopped. The world around him blurred. "What? What happened?" "She was driving late, fell asleep at the wheel. No one was there to help. She was alone for hours before someone found her. Alone. Just like Mr. Lee, just like Emily." Jordan sank onto a bench, his chest tight with realization. He had walked past people in need, indifferent to their struggles, thinking it had nothing to do with him. But life had a way of circling back. Suddenly, the pain of others wasn't just their pain, it was his too. The next day, Jordan brought flowers to the hospital for his sister. He called Emily's family to check on her. And when he got home, he knocked on Mr. Lee's door, ready to offer a hand. Because he finally understood, when one person suffers, the ripples touch us all. And next time, he wouldn't ignore them. Moral of the story: caring for others isn't just about being kind. It's about recognizing that one day, you might be the one in need. The pain you ignore today might be the pain that finds you tomorrow. Be the person who helps before the knock comes at your own door.